Practical faith listeners. Oh man, I'm so excited. It's such a blessed, beautiful day, and I've got such a message that is going to lift us up this morning. And I think that's one of the purposes of the daily devotional, is for uplifting messages, just to get a message out there for the day. You know what? And just to kind of refocus us, recenter us back in Christ. And just to remind us, why did God create us? What is our purpose? Because a lot of people ask me, what is my purpose in life? What should I do with my life? And you know what? The simple answer, or the most truthful answer, is to glorify God. The rest will work itself out. I don't know if you have to become a doctor or a lawyer. That the Lord will reveal to you, because He puts it through our passions. He puts it in us, where we should go. One thing I've realized is I love to talk. I love to talk quite a lot, but I also love to preach. I also love to spread the love of Christ. I also love to spread the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ. And I've been blessed to be doing it at this specific moment, not just on this platform, but in various other ways. And that's one thing where I realized why I wanted to move into becoming a pastor, why I wanted to go into the area which I am now, which I'm busy pursuing. And, I'm trusting God for great things for it. But He puts it in your nature, He puts it in your DNA. You know what? Find out what you like to do. Where do you like spending time? What is your passions? And pursue that, because God has called us to it. And you know what? I'm going to prove to you out of Ephesians 2. Ephesians 2 from verse 8. For it is by grace that you have been saved through faith. And this is not from yourselves, it is a gift from God. First of all, grace, because you have been saved. It's not what I do, it's what God has done for me. And that is so amazing. Not by works, so that no one can boast. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. And that is the message I want to bring. You see, God has prepared for us to do so many good works to glorify His name, so many good works to uplift Him, for us to go out and go chase afterwards. And I personally believe that it's in our passions, it's in our desires, it is what we chase in where we can glorify Him. There we should be, because not everyone is called to be a preacher, not everyone's called to be a pastor, not everyone is called to be a nurse or a doctor. You see, we all got unique qualities about us. And we must go pursue it. Yes, it's not as glamorous as maybe being a doctor or an actor, but you know what? This is where we all work together, where the unity in the body comes together. What do you like doing? If you haven't found your passion and your purpose in life, sit down and go start thinking about it. What is it what I like doing? Because God has already prepared those works in advance for you. He's made you with a unique character, with certain traits. And if you start following that, instead of trying to rebel against it and fight against it and trying to be maybe like the cool person at school or in the work office, you will start living out your dream. You will start doing those good works that God has prepared in advance for you, because He's got certain things He wants just you to do, not no one else. He's made you for a time like this. He's made you with this personality. Yes, you might not be the most charismatic person. You might not be the cleverest person, but you are made to do something. I've realized that some people, go to different schools. There's academic schools, but there's also technical schools. And some people who've been to technical schools have done so well in life. Why? Because they have chased what they know they are good at. And I'm going to take this now here, and I'm going to take this message a bit further. I know of a plumber, not the brightest when it comes academically, but he's done so well for himself because he's actually pursued his talents, what God has built him with. He works with his hands, and he does so well. And you know what? At the same time, he's such a wonderful child of God, because he is chasing after who God made him to be. Let's not try and be anyone else. Try and be yourself. Follow your passions, follow your desires, and see how God has already prepared good works for you to do. All we got to do is step in and do it now, and let this motivate you to understand that God has made you for this reason, that you are made with a purpose. Go pursue that purpose with a passion, and see how your life will change, and see the difference you make in other people's lives to the glory of God. Blessings, guys.